Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. So first of all, thanks to the publisher for providing a copy of the game. This is not a game I was expecting to test. It's a remaster from the ground up of a PS2 era game using Unreal Engine 4. Unlike the Spyro trilogy Reignited, I didn't play this in my childhood. I know about it due to some speedruns that are on the internet that were very entertaining. But anyways, in the options menu, unfortunately we have very few options. You can only select between windowed mode and full screen. Then there are resolution options, there's VSync and gamma correction. The windowed mode option doesn't seem to do much. If you select full screen, yeah, it will fill the screen, but it won't be the resolution that you chose. So it seems to be just a borderless full screen, not actual full screen. Then on the resolution option, you can select whichever one you want, but it won't fill the entire screen. So to select the resolution, my advice is that you go into the Windows display settings and change your desktop resolution. So as an example, if you want to play at 900p or 1080p, you got to go into your desktop, right click, press where it says display settings, and select the resolution that you want to use in the game. The game forces a borderless full screen, so you have to do that if you want to change the resolution to something that is not your native resolution. But it's the way I found to change it. Then another issue I found is the gamma. There's a gamma correction option. By default it's on 50%. I recommend lowering it to notches below the default. So lower the gamma correction a little bit. If not, the game will be super saturated, very bright. I'm glad that there's an option like this in the options menu. It also depends on what display you're using, but my advice is that you lower it a little bit, the gamma correction, so the game looks good. Then on the performance side of things, we are completely GPU bound most of the time. Unfortunately, also the game is capped at 60 frames per second, and I wasn't able to unlock it, even editing config files. But the game is not really demanding at all. Remember, this is a remaster from the ground up of a PS2 era game. So even if you have a 750 Ti, you should be able to do 1080p between 50 and 60 frames. So yeah, you don't need much to run this game properly. Unfortunately, again, there's no graphics options, only resolution and VSync. So yeah, there's not much else that I can say. On the CPU side, there's nothing to say actually. As long as you have 2 cores and 4 threads, I think that you should be totally fine for 60 frames per second, as long as your GPU can handle it. But yeah guys, that's about it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
I feel like a new sponge. Fresh like a spring breeze. Hey Gary, what? There's nothing like—
Go away, SpongeBob.
I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great. I feel like a new sponge. The rope. I love opening presents. We can't jellyfish today. I'm going fishing for robots. Fresh like a spring breeze. I feel like a new sponge. You've just met the Sponginator. Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back. Just my size. Hey, Gary, what's shaking? There's nothing.
Go away, SpongeBob.
I love opening presents. Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push. Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great. I feel like a new sponge. The rolling.
Ow!
We can't jellyfish today. I'm going fishing for robots. Fresh like a spring breeze. just met the Sponginator. Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry. Hey, Gary, what's shaking? Oh, sparkly!